Um, Texac, I haven't yet, but I'm thinking about it because I think $25 is a good price. Um, I think that's worth it for that. For what I was getting out of that game, for me, that's enjoyable. Uh, and I kind of want to support them on their launch week. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to get around to actually playing it. I really do want to play that on stream. I had a lot of fun. When I was down there that stream yesterday, I realized I hadn't even drank all my root beer. I'd been so into playing that game, I'd ignored my root beer. What? How dare I? Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. So it's definitely a game that at some point we're gonna want to play a lot of it on stream. We're gonna want to play a lot of it. Um, Play a few minutes and hours passes. They do. At least it's not turn based like Total War, Warhammer, where it's like I'm just gonna do one more turn, and then suddenly it's 5 a.m. and you got to get up at 6. Like the one thing I wasn't doing yesterday when we were playing the demo was speeding up the clock. I didn't. I don't like to speed up the clock, like because there were buttons for that. I don't like to do that until I really understand the game and everything. And so I was just kind of taking my time and seeing how it felt. And yeah, bad turn. Load saves. Try again. Exactly. Saves coming. Saves coming. Did that a few weeks ago. All Night Warhammer. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of them. They keep releasing content for Total War Warhammer 3. Good job. I'm disappointed it's not like dwarf stuff, but dwarf stuff was like your like Total War one, Total War Warhammer 1. They had undead pirates in Total War Warhammer 2. You can play as them in 3. We did some Total War Warhammer 3 on these streams a long time ago. And I always said maybe we'll come back to it and do like a dwarfs take over the map type of scenario. But we've never had that kind of time. You never really played the Civilization games. I know enough about them to know there's another one coming. But that's all I know. I'm gonna use the last of our speed potions here on this one. Yeah. Okay, last of the mediums. We got 5 larges, and then we're out of speed potions. And we just don't have the gems yet. We needed 50,000 gems. Because we're not doing main stuff. There's a large speed. We're not doing main story content, which is where we get those big gem bonuses from at the end of the adventure. Doing event stuff. Maybe one of those things where I break down and I spend like 10k gems on gold chests. Yeah, I mean, so the original Total War, obviously I played dwarves first, but eventually, I had hundreds of hours in that game. Eventually, I'd played as each race. It did feel dirty playing as Greenskin. It really did. But I did play as everything just so I could understand them all better, and I enjoyed it. Dwarves are obviously my favorite. The undead pirates were pretty cool, though, I gotta say. Because you look, pirates. Give me pirates. They just happen to be undead, sure. Okay. very Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, take a walk kind of scenario. I just felt like I was playing as Davy Jones, right? Total War 3 was like, okay, there's some interesting stuff there. I think the one that I liked was the kind of the Asian inspired group. I don't even remember what they were, but I enjoyed that. I don't think that's what they're called. I don't know. No, Grand Cathay. That's it. You could play as the Chaos Gods too. Korn, Nurgle, Siege, Slaanesh. Which was wild. But I played as Grand Cathay. I like that better than Kislev. Kislev was interesting, but when you could play the Demon Prince, like whatever. So it was very demonish. It was really kind of more of the chaos bent in 3. Yeah. I got so many games on the list now. We got Animal Well that I got gifted. We got Blocky Dungeon that I got gifted. The Lurking Rider gifted me Duck Detective, the secret salami. I can't wait to play that on stream. Feeding Heavy for the King 2. I got Graveyard Keeper here. I got Lamplighters League. We're gonna do the demos first. I got a Last Moon demo. I got that Star Trucker demo. Still gotta finish Sons of Valhalla. So, you know, we got a lot going on. And that's before anything on the wish list that might get added, right? Like Republic of Pirates. I got Sea of Stars over here I would love to play. Tiny Tires, whenever that comes out. It was like the little micro machine racing, which just makes me happy. I hope it's good. I got a bunch of stuff over there. So I don't know. Got Eternal Strands with no release date yet. That's actually made by a studio that someone I used to know that used to work on Warhammer now. Is one of the main people there. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of stuff for the future. We just gotta get through this. Not like it's a grind, but it kind of is. Because right now, let's see, what do we got? What do we got quest-wise that we need to do? I need to cut the VOD and add it to the Rhea guide. I need to cut the VOD for Split the Party 3 and add that to Split the Party guide. I finished reworking the new player reference. Awesome. I can take that off the to-do list. We need to do a guide to bud spiking by going and doing On the Hunt. Without leveling click damage, because we're not trying to teach people how to click through it. We want to teach people how to work through a variant like that. We need to do a guide to Lost in the Deep. We need to do a Tale of Two Champions guide. Built around, I know we have tons of favor there, but we want to build that around the concept of starting with a gold find group, transitioning to a debuff, pair of gold finds, transitioning to a pair of debuffs, so that people understand the concept, because they're going to need it for the variants. And then we'll finish this off. Like, this is the last thing we're going to really have to do that has to do with this account. Is like the new account. Is we have to time gate Artemis until we get the variant Infamous Assassin, and we need to do a rework to that guide. So that'll be it. I feel so filthy after time gating Artemis. Unless Artemis is coming up in an event, folks. When does? I don't know. When does Artemis come in? I try to avoid remembering anything about Artemis. Winter Shield. Oh, we're not going to have that anytime soon. So I'm going to have to time gate them. Yeah, I didn't play any of the Total War stuff until Total War Warhammer. And I haven't played any of it. I've only played the 3 Total War Warhammer games. And I don't even know that I play them right. Like, I just have fun and do the thing and smash. Like, I don't I'm not super strategic. I don't play against other players. I don't need that stress in my life. Norton got as far as he's going to go. Here we go again. Just literally just manually restarting this over and over and over again. Get over here. Okay, do your thing. I got 250. And we've got all the right speed champions. We just a little slow. It feels a little slow. But it's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. We just don't have Whittle, and I guess that's slowing us down a little bit. It's slowing us down a little bit. Just a little bit. Almost up to 45,000 gems. But yeah, I mean, really, we're kind of at the point with this. I'm just trying to do this event stuff because I want to see, like, I feel like we should be able to rock tier 3 at this point, which, if we can, that's... I did not think that, like, less than 80 days, you know, around the, 75 to 80 day mark, you could do tier 3. But there's people that are doing it with, like, the pack giveaways and stuff, right? That kind of power helps quite a bit. But the rest of this is just, we need to do very specific guides, very specific, things on stream so that we can chop that into a VOD and make a written guide for it. Because I've never done a Bud Spiking guide, I've never done a Lost in the Deep guide, and I've never done a Tale 2 Champions guide. So all 3 of those will be new, and we'll have a VOD to go with it. And then Infamous Assassin I've done, we'll just rework it and clip in the new button. And that's really kind of done. I mean, we're kind of wanted to, I do kind of want to see if I can get Xeraphon. Did this give me the power to cruise up to Xeraphon? But that's not, I mean, guess I'll update Xeraphon's guide for that, but that's not part of the new player reference at all. We're stepping. I mean, we got at the end of the new player reference. You're solidly in the mid game, which was never the intent of that guide, but it's just kind of become that. I don't want to keep making it bigger. It'll run out of text space, and Reddit will be like, no. and I won't want to trim it. And I won't want to trim it. Potion of speed. There we go. We used that small potion earlier. People talking about scripting on the official subreddit. What are they doing? Are they allowed to talk about? I thought I had to stay in the scripters channel in Discord. Can they talk about that on the subreddit? That was kind of like the well. You only talk about it in that one place. I could be wrong. I don't script, but normally I don't pay attention to it. Are they supposed to? Do they talk about scripting? I guess it just is no discussion of hacks or cheats. Don't say anything about scripting. I can't help your AC being noisy. I hate noodles. It's getting warmer here, folks. It's 90 today. 90. Which, for those of you who use proper temperature, it's at 32.2 today, folks. This weekend, Sunday, starting Sunday for about 3 days, it's projected to be 100 degrees, which is 37.8, folks. And it's going to stay that way for a while. Welcome to summer in Oklahoma. There are times where it could potentially be hovering in a few degrees plus or minus that. Looks like for a few weeks. Thanks. I hate it. This is why I stay inside. This is why we keep our air conditioning. We try to have it serviced regularly. Because, you know, nobody likes this kind of heat. Temp to be playing out. Well, I mean, that's a good temperature to be sitting inside where it's air conditioned. It's a dry. No, here it's a wet heat. This is Oklahoma. It's humid here. I mean, in Arizona. Arizona's where it's a dry heat. 103 and barely 2 p.m. Yeah. It'll get a little warmer, I'm sure. Yeah, we get to, we're in that place where in the summertime, it'll be 100 during the day, and at night, in the middle of the night, is still 90 degrees and humid. There are times where it doesn't drop below 90 degrees for weeks. You need proper Celsius is scientific. Look. There's only what, like 2-3 countries in the entire world that use Fahrenheit. Why? And we're the only, and America's the only one, only large one. The others are tiny ones, if I recall correctly. There's no need for that. Why do you gotta just confuse so much? We should have changed so long ago. But they're like, no, it's too hard. Look, so over it. I wish I'd been taught Celsius and Fahrenheit both equally and not in school, and then it'd be fine. Then I'd be fine. But no. But no. It's not about which is a better system for expressing. It's like what's common so I can have conversations with people and everyone knows what the hell I'm talking about. Like, you should know this. We have Terminology 101 guide for a reason. Have good conversations. Have good conversations. The problem is here in the US, you don't even learn the metric system. Not really. Not unless you need it for like college or something. Like, they may give you a little bit of it in high school, but you don't really pay attention. And then you tend to learn it in reference to something and not necessarily just you could easily convert everything over. Hey, Lurking Rider. I'm getting better at Fahrenheit to Celsius and vice versa. Better. That doesn't mean good. Better. But when I'm streaming, I can't do the math in my head. You know me, I don't like to do math on stream. So. I mean, at the very least, if they would teach both in schools, Dragon Down. If they would teach both in the schools, then you'd have a good foundational knowledge to be able to, relate to whatever you're trying to do.